Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone. Gnarlo, good boy. When last we left off, as you see, we were right here in front of the gate to Frostbluff. We've been doing a lot of Frostbluff quests and everything. I think before that we were over at, what was it, Thorinhad. Thorinhad, is that the name of it? The outpost of Eladan and Elro here, the sons of Elrond over in the Lone Lands. I think today, in celebration of the snow and the ice on the ground, and in sympathy to all the people in the country who are undergoing some really nasty cold weather right now. I mean, it's even cold here in Georgia right now. It is let me take a look here. I think it is 12 degrees outside. Yep, it is currently 15 degrees outside, which, when translated into Celsius, is too bloody cold. So, in honor of that, what we are going to do is pull up one of our quests that we got just here recently, which was, is it Northern Threat? Yes, Northern Threat. We're going to add that to our tracker, and we have to go to Forochel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here. We're going to grab a ride from the stable master that will take us back to Michael Delving. While I'm at Michael Delving, I'm going to repair the couple of pieces of jewelry that I have that's making my paper doll come up. And we will see you once all that is done with. Alright everyone, we have gotten our business done in Michael Delvin and have taken the stable master up here to Ostforod, here in the land of Evendim. We'll pull up the map right quick. We've been here before. Here's Ostforod right up here in this northern section of trees. Y'all remember us traveling all around Lake Evendim here on a bunch of quests when we were up here looking to try and find the gemstone to reforge Gnarlo. We were up here, and we've been to Ostforod here as well. Right over around this corner, we ran a lot of quests for Mr. Robin Dunkley, several of which were like collecting pieces of the statue of Elendil to put together and that sort of thing. So this is as far north as we have gone here in Evendim. And Forochel is right on up here, so we have to travel out the back of Ostforod and on up the road until we cross in through the, used to be a locked gate before Forochel came in the game. There was a locked gate there with bandits around it. Bandits are still in the area, but the gate is unlocked now, and the path leads on up to the frozen waste of Forochel. So that is what we are going to do here. We are going to go mount up on our horse, get the steed of Michael Delving up, and in fact, since I've got a lantern on it, I will put my lantern here away and get my club back in my hand. So I've got Kulang's club and Ladgris. So I've got my weapons armed once more. We will rely on the lantern on the horse here to give us light. That's why I allow myself to use the Alt 10 here, the little light, the environmental light. As long as I've got a lantern in my hand, I figure it's justified. So what we're going to do now is we are going to continue on out through the rear entrance. Remember, we came out this way. Off to the left over here is the arena where we were looking for when we were doing that treasure. Remember the treasure quest where we kept traveling from area to area looking under inscribed rune stones for treasure, and it would lead us to the next. There was one inside that arena there. And right down the hill here, if you remember, there's a bear den down there where a bunch of ruffians were killed, and we had to go loot their bodies looking for treasures and pieces of the statue. So we have been at least this far, and we are going to continue on out this time, and instead of heading off to the east or any other section of the map, you'll notice some of these tomb robbers are still green to us. A lot of them will be brown, gray, but some of them will still be green. We're just going to follow the road that we showed you on the map further to the north until we get to the north wall of the mountains right up yonder. This is going to be a bit of a travelogue episode, as y'all remember. What I usually do is I will show you, if we haven't been to an area, the first time we go there, I will show you how to get there. And we will travel along. I'm going to turn my track wood on to see what kind of wood is up here in this area. Hopefully there'll be one close by, and we can take a look at it. That's fairly close by. Let's go take a look at what kind of stuff we're looking at here. Alright, this is yew branches. Okay, yew branches. And that makes me think probably dwarf iron as well. We pass by one of the mineral deposits. We shall see what it is. More yew branches. And a lot more bandits here and there, the various tomb robbers you see. We had killed a lot of those while we were looking for the pieces to the statue. Alright, we are closing in here to the northern edge of the valley. Right up here past this rocks. And just a little to the right is where this road used to end. Right up there, through that passage right there, it used to be sealed off with a gate, and you could not go any further. There was a quest to come up here, as you see Harry Heathcliff, or Hinchcliffe, Harry Hinchcliffe. He's one of the bandit captains up here that you were sent to, that you get a quest for to come in and see what mischief he and his tomb raiders are up to, tomb robbers. And they would be positioned all around in front of this gate here. But the gate has been opened, the free peoples have prevailed, and we can go in through it once more. Alright, you'll notice the terrain starting to change a little bit as we ride on up into the mountains. It's kind of the transition that you get from Imladris, if you remember in the episode when we were traveling up north of Rivendell into the Misty Mountains. It's a change from the more temperate climates to areas covered in snow, but this is even more gradual. As you see little patches of snow that haven't melted, little bits of permafrost and stuff on the ground. It's a much more gradual transition than what they had even north of Imladris. The quest that we're on, as you see Northern Threat, we're to go up here to Copacota in Forochel and learn of the Garadane. We've ran into the Garadane before. Apparently there are some scattered about in the Lone Lands. Not the Lone Lands, I'm sorry, the Troll Shaws. Okay. Music change, and as you hear, the wind is starting to blow. I hope you can hear the ambient wind in the background. We're going to pull up our map right quick. Down here is where you see we have now entered the frozen land of Forochel, or we will shortly as soon as we get out of this forest. Right down here at the bottom of the map is the path to Evendem. So we've got to go to Copacota right here. It's the southernmost settlement of the of the people that live up here in the region of Forochel. And unfortunately, I haven't been up here in so long, I cannot remember what their name was. But then again, I have a hard time remembering what the name were anyway. What their names were, what they called them. As you see, Talvi Muri, Kuri Lea, Lansima, Jaranit, Jakuru. I think it's based on kind of a Lapland, Finland, more of a Laplandish. Wonder if that's snow falling off the trees that I just heard. I love the ambient sounds in this game. But the Gardane, apparently there's a group of Gardane who are in the Trollshaws now, and we are used to the Gardane because we've seen them back in Evendem. If we go back to Evendem, remember the Gardane were the wolfmen that we killed all up in this area. The people that were the warriors, the wild warriors that ran around on all fours and wore like wolf skins and those sort of furs and costumes and all, and had claws that they had strapped to their hands, and actually behaved more like animals than they did humans. And that is what we are headed up here to talk to this race of people, to find out information about these Gardane people. We will continue following this road. It kind of winds through these trees. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to follow, but you usually find it again fairly easily. And if you can't, just look at your map over here. That's my secret. Whenever we get to a region, you'll find that. There are times when the road kind of disappears, and if you look to the map, you'll see the traces of it on the map far easier than you'll actually find it underneath your feet. Alright, we are passing through the little paths here in the trees. Towering mountains all around us. Oh, one of my favorite parts of this zone. I'm going to jump into the first person. The Northern Lights. Once you get up here in Forochel, the sky becomes different. It's the only part of the game that I know of that you see the Northern Lights in the sky, the auroras. And it lends kind of a beauty to the sky whenever you're coming around, anytime at nighttime, and you're coming around in this zone adventuring. You've always got the auroras flickering away above your heads there. Alright, we shall continue on. I said this episode's going to be more of a travel log than anything. I heard some more snow falling out of the trees just then. This quest, when we first got it, I believe it was orange. And as you notice, just through all the leveling we've been doing over there in the festival area, running all the quests in Frostbluff, we have leveled up to level 44 now, and this quest has now become white to us. And most of the creatures up here will be, at least this lower section, will be of a white level, like the frost antler there, which is basically a moose. See the moose? Over there, the Sylvan Silent Paw. The wolves up here are white to us as well. The wolverines are white. The Chilling Grims here are a bit tougher than the ones that we've been fighting over in the Frostbluff area, I have to say. And they're a good deal more aggressive. Okay. As you see, we are getting our first view of the peoples that live up here and of one of their camps. This is the southernmost camp, Kata Kota. And as you see, they have a very unique form of transportation. Up in this area, just like the Oliphants that live far to the south, you still find mammoths in this area, and I really, really wish you could get one of these for a mount. It would be awesome. And on top of that, you'll see the guy out there, Losseth. That's what they call themselves, the Losseth. So you see him. He has the most unusual means of transportation. He's got like sharpened bones attached to his feet, and he actually glides about the top of the frozen water. Very strange land it is, a very strange land. Let us go on up. Kapakoto and learn of the Gardane. Alright, I'm going to grab the stable master right here.
I am pleased to be made known to you.
You see, we can travel back to Ostforod, and up here we've got a route to Pinti Peldot, which I believe is the next city Yeah, Pinti Peldot, which is the next little settlement along the road. Okay. Let's see if we can't find... Looks like Santu here has got kind of flames on his ring. He maybe should use a cream for that. Let's see what he has to say. I bet he's got some information about the Garadane for us. Yep, Northern Threat.
It is a brisk day, is it not?
Garadane? I do not know of such. Ah, you mean the Susivaki. Yes, the Susivaki live on the western edge of the Ice Bay. They do not trouble us this far south. We have more pressing issues than the Susivaki here in Kopakota. Well, there we go. That's all it took. Completed Northern Threat. As the auroras continue flickering and shimmering above our heads. Looks like the moon will be going down soon. And day will be coming up. Let's see if he's got anything else he needs to tell us.
You will hear me.
He's given us the information about the fact that the people up here have their own faction, the Losseth faction, that you have to gain points in just like you do. You've seen the Matham House, the Men of Bree, all that sort of stuff. These folk you have to gain faction with them, because if you don't, the areas further north are not going to give you any quests until you get up to like at least acquaintance and friend and that sort of thing. So he's got the ring above his head for you to get started gathering the faction with the Losseth here. So maybe we'll gather some of that next time. In the meantime, I think that's going to be where we end the travel log here for the moment. I will get another episode up later tonight, early tomorrow, or I'll get it recorded, and I'll probably put it up about 8 hours after this one. And we will go from there. I've got other things. I need to go and finish running all the festival stuff on Gnarlo here. He has got, according to his... Let's see, how many more times have we got to finish for the more the merrier tier 3 and get the comparison and all? He's at 72 and he's got to get to 120 in the next week or so. I think there are 8 days left in the Yule Festival. And we can do it. We've just got to make sure we run the events every day. So that's what we're going to go and do. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time whenever we explore the area of Kopakota here and see if we can't gain us a little bit of Losseth faction. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.